to Doc Holley Talks and my diary series. So, as you can see, I have a guest with me today, and this is my daughter Claire, and don't we look alike?
Hello.
Yeah, it's really cool. Anyway, I want to talk today about the concept of the roller coaster of life. I want to talk about how all of us have experiences of ups and downs in our life. We have periods of time when we feel sad, when we feel low energy, when we may feel unmotivated, when we may feel like the world is against us or the universe has got something, maybe Mercury in retrograde. I've heard that many times. And it's really important that when we are in those down times in life, that we have what is called in the field something called temporal awareness. Temporal meaning on the timeline. So the awareness of time as it passes. So when you are in a really down time in life, it's important to remember that chances are really, really high. Research shows that when we feel low, eventually we will feel better again. Our mood will improve, our energy will improve, our circumstances will improve. And that's also just the nature of life. It's a roller coaster. We have downs and we have ups. I would also say that when you are in an up time, when you're feeling really excited, feeling motivated, feeling energized, a lot of people end up having what we call hope foreboding, which means that, oh, this is really great right now, but I know it's going to get bad, or I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. And honestly, that steals away the joy that you might experience or the pleasure that you might get from those up moments in your life. So instead of having that hope foreboding and sort of anxiously expecting a downturn in your mood or in your life to happen again, instead say, yes, of course, it is going to be down again at some point. I am going to hit a trough at some point, and that's okay, because I also know that when that happens, I will get back out of it again. And many of you who are in therapy or who have been in therapy before understand that one of the values of therapy is learning how to get out of that pit, how to get out of that down part in life. What skills we have, what cognitive skills, what emotional skills, what mindfulness skills, what relationship and communication skills are that will help us get out of that pit. But regardless of whether you have any skills at all, you still, even just by what we call regression toward the mean, are going to get yourself back up at some point. So enjoy the moments that you're in, and when you're in a difficult moment, know that it will get better. You can do things to make it better, but also it's just also going to get better by nature. So I thought we would have Claire tell us a little bit about her experience right now, given the fact that we are definitely experiencing roller coasters in our lives right now, and I'd like her to speak to that. What do you think, Claire?
Okay, so for me, as a teenage girl, living in this moment of quarantine, it's been rough because I'm so used to my everyday schedule and my routine that I've stuck with for the past I don't know how many years, of going to school and seeing my friends, then going straight to dance, which is I've been doing since I was little, seeing my friends there, coming home, doing homework, and falling asleep. That has been my schedule for so long. And then being put in quarantine and not being able to participate in the activities I've been doing forever that make me happy, of seeing my friends every day and having their constant support, it's been rough because it makes you really realize how much you're missing out on, the things that used to make you happy every day are no longer, you're no longer able to do them. So even in this down moment, it's comforting to know that it's going to get better because you're going to be able at some point to go back to your regular schedule. And the things that make you happy, you're going to be able to do those again. So it's not going to get worse from here, hopefully, but it is certainly going to get better.
So you can deal with and cope with the sadness, the loneliness, the boredom, the frustration of the situation by remembering that it will get better.
Yeah.
And that you will be able to get back to it.
Yeah. And I think something that, makes it so much better is just the certainty of it. There's no way that this is going to last forever. Hopefully sooner rather than later, it is going to get better because you're just going to be able to experience normal life again. And you're going to have so much more appreciation for it once you've been in a down moment like many people are in quarantine.
Yeah. Would you say that this down moment in your life do you think that you're going to learn anything from this experience?
Yeah, totally. I'm definitely gonna learn to appreciate my everyday life more and just seeing my friends in person and being able to go out in public and not feel like it's a ghost town and not feel like people are afraid of each other.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where you really realize how like loving it is and how fulfilling it is to go out in public and feel connected with the people around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I am also finding that as sad and as traumatic as the situation is, now whenever I see a person, I want to give them love, even if it's from a distance. Like, I want to get eye contact. I want to say hi to them from a distance. I want to give a smile if I'm not wearing a mask, which I do wear a mask when I go to the store. But yeah, so there are these moments when we are feeling down that feel hopeful, but also if we're purposeful about remembering that it will get better, I think that's really helping us cope. Yeah. Anyway, so keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind that this is a really, really tough time for many of us, but it will get better as it does. And when it's great, remember that if things go downhill again for you, that's okay, because you'll be able to get out of it. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to enjoy your moments. Don't be afraid to experience joy. Don't be afraid to love. Don't be afraid to talk about your feelings. Just live every moment the most authentically that you can, and hopefully your roller coaster will not be extreme highs and lows, but it will be kind of like this, which is like, you know, that's a good way to go through life. Anyway, it was great talking to you guys today. Claire, it's been super fun having you on my video. I love having my kids as guests, and one of these days Jack is going to join us because we've seen Ella and we've seen Claire, and we'll see Jack soon. Anyway, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening to Doc Holley Talks.
Bye.
Good night.